morning, everybody. Michael Soothing here. I wanted to let you know I'm going to be away. Yeah, I haven't made a video quite a long time. And I'm going to be super tied up with moving and packing, renovating my house and selling it, and then moving to Oregon. And that's just the easy part about what I'm going to be doing. Have a whole bunch of other life crisy things going on, which I cannot go into. So I wanted to make sort of a, just a quick video to let you all know that in a few months, don't unsub me just yet, because in a few months I'll be back and I'll be able to make lots of videos because I'm going into retirement. But meanwhile, for tonight, I thought I would just eat a few pistachios, maybe read a little bit of the Good Times. You like Good Times? I like to have Good Times. Oh, there it is, Good Times. That's the local events paper for Santa Cruz, See, look, if you look behind me, see all those stacked up containers? Right. Yeah, those are stacking up all over the house. Containers full of stuff to ship. About 7,000 pounds worth. So when someone says, I have a ton of stuff, in our case, it's 3.5 tons of stuff. That doesn't even count furniture, hardly. A little bit, but we're not moving much furniture. But anyway, pardon me. Look, I have my Diet Coke. I kind of like the sound. You ever see people make those videos where their fingers are a little bit sticky? See, this has condensation on it. And so your fingers kind of stick to it. Let's put that up there. What is this pattern on there? Is this supposed to be spring or something? I'm not sure. I really like ASMR tapping videos that the ladies do. So, only certain types though. Sometime I'm going to do a whole video critiquing ASMR videos and different genres, of which there are about 10,000 in the ASMR world. I didn't drink yet, I promise. No alcohol. Put me to sleep. I have too much work to do. I have here some healthy carrots. See there? I've got to hold it up close to get the color proper. And I have some very healthy grapes here that has flavonoids in them and other antioxidant things that I need. Having some allergies right now because we went from heavy rain to summertime in California about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's been in 80 degrees here. Everything's in bloom. Never seen that in February before. Global warming, El Nino. East Coast has been freezing cold. Let's try a grape behind the carrot. That's good. The problem is, I can't eat a lot of these because of the sugar in them, and I'm fighting type 2 diabetes, so they're very good for you, but I have to limit the number that I eat. So I have to share them because they'll go bad in my refrigerator otherwise. Would you like some? They're really nice. All right, so what else was I going to tell you? What am I going to do? When you go to move, you have all this stuff and you have no idea what you're going to do with it. Like, for example, I've got this enormous bag of what says dried plums, which is just a more palatable way to say prunes, isn't it? They used to be called prunes, but now they like to call them dried plums. They show a big juicy plum. But if you get one out of the bag, what we see in here is something that looks kind of like, well, I don't know. I don't want to say it looks like some kind of wild animal turd, because then I won't want to eat it. That's actually pretty good. But anyway, before I got sidetracked, what am I going to do with this giant bag of plums? I'm going to ship this, up to Oregon? I don't know. But let's see what... Have another sip of my Diet Coke. I like CO2. Does this put CO2 into the atmosphere? It must put a little bit, huh? I don't know. Let's see what's going on in the good times this week. I'm a little embarrassed to show you this table because it's such a mess. And I'm not even going to try doing this the right way. We're just going to do it backwards. And I have to be lazy because I have no time to make videos right now. Go into. Alright, so what else we got here? All kinds of stuff. My checkbook, you name it, it's on the table. The couch potato. I bought a couch there once. See? They have all these lazy boy chairs. And, what is it? I haven't looked at this yet. So you'll be looking at it with me at the same time. Farm philosophy to fork. I'm not sure I would use a fork to eat some of this. That's a lime. Would you want to eat a lime? It's a little sour. But some of this other stuff, I have grapes that look just like that, kind of, they're very, see, similar. Mine are darker, but, that picture's a little. It says here, is paping any better than smoking? What in the heck is paping? I don't know. Let's see what this says. Neither one looks cool to me. Oh, vaping. Okay, not paping, vaping. All right. Vaping looks pretty douchey. They're both kind of awful. This is Corinne Varner, Gilroy nursing student. Vaping comes with an attitude like, I'm so cool. Like a superior attitude. I feel like they're more in your face about it. Tessa Wolf, Santa Cruz, student. Oh, let's see what Linda has to say. I'm a non-smoker, and I don't think any smoking is cool. Linda is a Santa Cruz former professor. And finally, Bruce Duran, who's a local musician, says, they're both lame. That would be smoking or vaping. I guess now you're going to have to tell me what vaping is, because I don't have the slightest idea, okay? Let's realign that so you can see the paper properly. And not see that I need to lose a couple more pounds. All right, what's this here? This is the horoscope. Let's see what it says for... I don't believe in these, but it's still interesting. Let's see here. Something about the Pisces long-running TV show MASH. The character known as Sidney Freeman was a psychiatrist. What kind of horoscope is that? A description of the show MASH. I don't know. Let's see what some of these others say. How about Scorpio? Russian writer Ivan Tuganov. That's my dad's name, Ivan. That's why I'm reading this one. Was a Scorpio. Midway through his first novel, his main character, alludes to a problem that affects many Scorpios. Do you see that apple tree, he asks a woman companion. It is broken by the weight and abundance of its own fruit. Ouch! I want very much for you Scorpios to be spared a fate like that in the coming weeks. That's why I propose that you scheme about how to express the immense creativity you have welling up in you, without doing so much that you collapse under the weight of it, right? Okay. This guy looks comfortable, but it takes 2 pieces of furniture for him to have that car wash. Remember when it was like $3? Now it's 15 or 20 because we have a drought. This is the Chardonnay cruises. You go out on Monterey Bay. You drink wine. You look at kelp and sea otters. Okay? Went out one time. Letters to the editor. Letters policy. We might not read your letter, or maybe we will. Flying Crane Spa. I don't like anybody really touching me unless I know them well. County pledges 1,300 new housing units. 40% to be affordable. I was looking for a rental the other day. Just for me. One person, studio. Couldn't get anything, even for $2,500 a month. Wow, can you believe that? I think it's pistachio time, don't you? Whenever I talk about housing around here, I have to eat a pistachio or have a glass of wine. Okay? It says here, find your silly at the library. If I went to the library and a lot of guys were dancing around with books on their head, I'm not sure I'd stay there and do my research, but that's just me. Have you heard? Do you ever see dogs look at you with that funny expression? Let's see here. Home decor, news, housing units, cuts loom for Metro. Uh-oh. We need the Metro for people to ride around on. Highway 17. What do they charge for this? It doesn't say. Well, the reason they struggle is because the bus drivers get paid a lot of money and then they retire after 20 years and you have to pay them for another 40. All right, so soon we'll have 3 retired bus drivers that we're paying for everyone that's driving. Okay, Scotts Valley Vet Clinic, some happy dogs. True Storyteller talks about how the serial podcast gets made and how it became a cultural phenomenon. What do they do? Read this on the news, on a radio station. She wrote a story. I'm going to do a little writing when I retire. Oh wait, I am retired. So I'll do a little writing and maybe come do an ASMR sometime and tell you. Oh look, Santa Cruz Clam Chowder Cook-Off. I love clam chowder from here. I might have to go to that. 3-day detox cleanse using juice. I'll bet you'd be pretty hungry at the end of that time, but I'm sure it would be good for you. Everything that's good for you makes you miserable. That's my general impression. Well, not everything. Beethoven and the Beatles. Family concert. Real love. Big Fish was an MTV sensation in the 90s. But did they sell out? I don't remember them. I was watching MTV in the 90s. Real Big Fish. No, wait, you know what? I think I abandoned MTV around the 80s. So, end of the 80s. Maybe that's why I missed it. There's some classes. What can we do here? It's time for potty training. You know, I hope it's not. You know, I'm getting older and I sure don't want to have to do potty training when I'm 90 years old, but that kind of thing. Salsa dancing Cuban style. I only like to watch girls do this. Is that, kind of sexist of me? Yeah, it probably is. Sort of, misogynistic. Banff Mountain. Food and wine. Healing the burned woman. What? Fear of criticism, judgment, betrayal. It's enough to keep anyone's full potential locked away in one's shell. That's why you should all start making videos. Because, bring out the creative side of yourself. Have you heard about jungle plant? No, I haven't. Oh, look. Health. Vitamin B12 Friday. See there? I have found lately, is this upside down for you or only for me? Let's hold it this way, then I can be sure that you've got to see it. Vitamin B12 Friday. There we go. I hope I didn't make you dizzy. It says, receiving vitamin B12 means people can increase their energy. B12 Fridays are a fun time for people to meet and mingle. You gotta go someplace with other people to take B12? I just take it every day on my own. I don't really have to be around a group of people to do it. But it does help mental energy levels. Somebody got me sold on that, and it's good for a lot of things. It reduces negative emotions. It helps stave off cognition problems. When you get older, it helps me remember to, shell pistachios and eat them instead of having cheeseburgers, to have a carrot. Okay? So it's pretty good. Vitamin B12. What else we got here? Since it's my final video for a while, 3 or 4 months, I'm going to come back so I can see you all, or you can see me. I feel like I'm talking to you when I do these videos. That's why it feels natural to me. I don't put on any airs. In fact, it's easier for me to talk one-on-one with you this way than the way I talk to people face to face. Because I'm sort of aspy. And when you're aspy, it's kind of hard to read expressions and things like that in people. And this way I can just imagine instead. What else we got? 420 med evaluations, right? That means if you want to smoke dope, you just go there and you say, so you can get your prescription and have it legal, you just go there and you say, oh, I have this back pain, and voila, for $150 they write you a little prescription, and you can buy all your dope, okay? No, I don't know this from experience. Although, excuse me, I'm going to have a little sip of water now because I got a little bit of carrot. Ladies, if you're watching this, will you please make me a tapping video? You know, kind of like this. See, I'm not shy about asking for requests. Anyway, what were we talking about before I got Alzheimer's? I shouldn't joke about that, because I actually am struggling with some symptoms related to diabetes that bring on early onset. However, it can be combated and arrested through anti-inflammatories, a glucophage called metformin, and vitamin B12 and some other supplements, and choline sources which improve neurotransmitter nerve cell health. So even if you're having amyloid plaques building in your brain, there's a whole suite of things you can do. Recent research indicates, as it turns out. But we're not going to talk medicine right now. Look at all the live music stuff for Santa Cruz County. Can you believe all that? All live music things coming up. Page after page, page after page. I'm going to something tonight, but it's because my daughter's performing. Because she's moving away, just like I am. And it's her last performance. So I'm going to go and be a source of encouragement and support. Wow, Vow Factor. Time-longing infused marital drama. 45 years. I'm not going to comment on that at this time. Restless palate menu. Wow. Now see, this is unfair. It's unfair that I have to see ads like this, knowing full well I can't eat the way I want to. Look at the yummy stuff they have there. Restless palate menu. Is that the name of it? Is it a restaurant? Sanderlings. Never heard of them. Where are they? Aptos. Wow, that stuff looks good. No, I'm going to have a salad tonight and a piece of salmon that has good, the oils in there that give you the good stuff that you need. You know the stuff I'm talking about. It's now I can't remember what that stuff's called. See, this is one of those Alzheimer moments, and I don't mean to say that lightly. Not lipids. Yeah, you guys will tell me. I get easily distracted too. So I'm going to have another sip of this so I get my full dose of caffeine with my CO2. And then I'm going to have another bite of carrot. That might be a little loud. I had dental work done today, a crown replacement. I hope that I'm not being too hard on it by crunching into carrots. But it's only the temp on there right now, so let's have another pistachio. I'm eating so much, I won't be able to have dinner tonight. Did I show you what I'm going to have for dinner? You can open this bag of kale salad. It also has, besides having tender baby kale in it, which is known as a superfood. It has Brussels sprouts, radicchio, Asiago cheese, herb crumble. So it's quite healthy. What I'll do is I'll put a little bit, I have to stay low on dairy because of, anti-inflammatory and allergy considerations because of all the spring allergies. So I'll only put a tiny bit of cheese on that salad, a few croutons, some soy chips, sesame seeds, and some diced up turkey, and then a little low-fat dressing. Okay, that's going to be dinner, along with, of course, some more of these nice grapes and pistachios and carrots. I also have, for dessert, blueberry. I have mixed berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries. And what I do is, I should go get them and show you, but I'll do that in a future video. I put, to sweeten them up a little, since they're a little bit tart, I put a little bit of Truvia, and because I have to keep my sugar low, but I don't like artificial sweeteners. Truvia has a brand that's brown sugar and Truvia combined, and it only has 1/4 of the sugar and 1/4 of the calories of normal brown sugar, so only 25%, but it tastes just like brown sugar. So it's really a very clever thing to have if you have type 2 diabetes. And if I go out for a walk afterwards, blood glucose is just great. Epicurean lifestyle. So you can't have this either. Big glass of beer. Is that rustling too loud? I find paper rustling soothing if it's quiet, but ASMR artists never realize, including me, that when you stick a paper up to your microphone and start rustling it, it's about 10 times louder to the person who's going to watch your video than it was to your own ear, because the microphone picks it up that way. So you have to be really, really... See that big glass of beer? See, that looks really good to me. I used to drink, what's that Canadian beer? Moosehead, which is not an expensive beer. And some European beers, but that's when I was in my 20s, and I'm not a beer drinker at all these days. Can't have the calories. Can't have the sugar. I always annoy you by telling you how expensive real estate is here, and I'm going to do it again, just so you realize how good you have it wherever you are. Here's a mountainous retreat for $4 million, okay? A little bit of land, okay? Here is a fixer-upper. Okay, this is what I want you to get. West Side fixer-upper. Okay, this is a house that's old, in bad condition, in not a very good neighborhood, and let me show you what it costs for that fixer-upper. Almost $1 million, okay? For the fixer-upper. That's how things are around here. That's why like 150 in this whole bag. But when you combine in the croutons, the shredded cheese that's in this kit, and the dressing, then you're talking 500 calories for this whole bag of salad. I think I eat about, if I'm just having salad for dinner, I probably eat about half. So that's still not bad. You have a few grapes and a few pistachios, and of course I augment it with a little turkey and stuff, but that doesn't have much calories. Good protein. I also add in some organic carrots. Yeah. So that makes it, okay. All right. I don't really have time to make any videos, but I felt really bad about not talking to my great subs to tell them why I have been scarce. I haven't even touched on the 800 million other things going on in life. It's so long and complex that I would definitely bore you to sleep, which is the whole point of ASMR, isn't it? But I'll have to do that another time when all of this is over and I can relax on the back porch of my Oregon house with the waterway next to me and the forest, and make a nice quiet video for you there with a cup of coffee in my hand. Until then, don't unsub me because I'll be back. It's just going to be a while, like maybe 3 months of a while. Hopefully maybe a little sooner. All right. I think I'm going to do a little travel because I'm retired now, and there's a lot of places I'd like to go. I'd like to go on a road trip. Route 66. I'd like to go to Europe. I'd like to go to Alaska. I have a friend who has a little fishing getaway about 2/3 of the way down Cabo Peninsula. Is it the Cabo Peninsula? Cabo San Lucas? Anyway. Yeah. I want to go down there and go fishing with him. He catches bluefin tuna and swordfish and all. He's got a boat down there. My friend Walt, So, sorry to be so rambly and scattered, but it's been very, very hectic. But soon, I'm going to have real relaxation. 3 months from now, when all my work is done, with houses and moving and projects and this and that, then I can kick back and make you all a bunch of ASMR videos. Until then, everybody, I love you all. My best. I've got great subs out there who have been very supportive. So I'll give my usual words of advice. Don't ASMR and drive. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.